Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Laura and this is Small Stuff Big Family, and welcome to day 4 of our Colorado adventures. This is our final full day and it was by far my favorite. Come along with us today. Honey,
there's a moose down there.
There's a moose down there. We started our day off doing something that I had been wanting to do all week long, which was to get up before sunrise, drive into the mountains, and then watch the sun come up. It's so cool. I mean, the photos and videos just don't do it justice, but to see the sun just barely start to peak at the very tops of the mountains and then gradually get lighter and lighter until about an hour later and it's fully immersed in the sun. It's just a really cool experience and something you've got to do if you go to the mountains. The cat wants to come with us, honey. I told you he wants to come with us. Y'all know I can't say no to a cat. Next, we headed over to Sombrero Stables where I had booked a 2-hour horseback ride through the mountains for Mark and I. Honey, that is a big old horse. Aw, Wallace, he's pretty. And Miss Frida. They gave Mark about the biggest horse that I'd ever seen. It's hard to tell quite how big he is on camera, but trust me when I say that was a big old horse. We had a lot of fun on the trail ride. The views were amazing, and it's definitely something that I would recommend. It's a little bit different. We're used to being able to go out and do things on our own when we have our own horses back at home, and it's different riding on a horse that's not yours, but we had fun nonetheless, and I'm definitely glad that we did this. It's one of our favorite things that we did while we were there.
This here is what we call Boot Hill. A little tradition we got here for our wranglers. Boot Hill. On your last day of the summer, your boots can be pretty worn out, if not completely torn to ribbons. We're pretty hard on our boots, and the horses don't help too much. Hang them in the trees, right back down the barn barefoot.
How's it going back there, honey? Horseback riding was super fun. We stopped back by the house afterwards and ate some of our leftover pizza from the other night for a quick lunch. Now we're back in the Rocky Mountain National Park. We just can't get enough of it, but I'll show you why here in a second, because we're on like kind of the opposite side, like more the northern side of the park. And so we're at a place called Sheep Lakes. We're looking for the bighorn sheep. I don't see any here. Mark had his binoculars out. You didn't see anything, babe?
Just some mule deer behind us here.
Yeah, there's some mule deer. I'll get out and show you here in just a second, but the view here is definitely gorgeous. We went to Sheep Lakes looking for the bighorn sheep. Little did we know what we were going to see just a few hours later. Stay tuned. Now we're just on the opposite side from where we were. You can see way over there is the 2 little lakes that we were just by. Just neat how like no matter where you go, you got a different view. Each one just as pretty as the last one. We decided we're gonna do this one, the Bearstat, I don't know how to say that, but we're gonna do this one. The Bearstat Lake Trail. So, let's go. It's pretty muddy at first, but I know that there's snow up at the top, so we're bringing the poles. So this trail is about the same distance that we went yesterday. It's just a little over 3 miles, 3.2 miles. But the difference so far that I'm noticing is this one has considerably less snow on it. I don't know if it's because this side of the mountain gets more sun. So far, the poles have been helpful for the parts where it was some slushy snow that we went through, because that's a little bit slick. But as you can see, like, parts of the trail are completely dry, so just kind of depends on when you're coming and how much snow they've gotten recently. Look at it behind you.
We've made it 0.3 miles.
0.3 miles. We found the spot where we were at yesterday, if you can see, like right in between those two little peaks there. That's where we were standing yesterday, babe. We still got a couple more 100 feet to climb on this trail. Honey, what kind of poop is it?
Most of that's elk poop.
Elk?
That's what I think.
I think so too. Ew. Not to have to poop on the trail. They got all this space to poop on, and that's where they chose. Now that we're getting higher up, we're finding some spots where we have to use the poles. A few just little, like, slushy, slick spots. Still nowhere near as rough as yesterday. Now we found the part with the snow. I think we finally made it to the top. Once you get to the top, you can choose which direction to go. Either way, you can go this way or this way. Either way, it just takes you about a mile loop around the lake. Go ahead and go straight, why don't we? We're already pointed that direction. We definitely found where all the snow was hiding. Up on top of the mountain. It's so crazy, like these trees are buried. Here's the frozen lake.
You can actually see the lake here. It's better than what we were yesterday. And you couldn't even tell there was a lake. And you can tell it's supposed to be a lake.
Wow. It's thawing out a little bit, huh?
What do you think, babe?
It's pretty.
I'm filming her and she's filming me.
Hi. Wow, that's gorgeous. That was a really nice stop, I think. What do you think, babe?
I think it was amazing.
Yeah, there was
So peaceful.
not a single person that came up here this whole time. We sat here for what, at least 30?
Yeah, I'd say almost a half hour, yeah.
At least a half hour. Had a little snack and drank some water. Took a lot of pictures. But yeah, just enjoyed the peace and quiet. Like, the only sound we heard was like the wind blowing through the trees and an occasional airplane or two, but that was it.
Yeah, it's just very peaceful.
So nice.
It's just so, I mean, the view from here, this lake, even though it's froze over,
Yeah.
and you can still see, you know, like the lakes yesterday, we were walking across them because they were so frozen. This one, you can actually identify that it is a lake.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really neat. I mean, definitely not as much snow to get up here either, but not as well, like, traveled either.
Yeah.
There's, like, I feel like this is a very underrated trail for this area.
I don't think it gets the love that it deserves for how pretty it is when you get up here.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like the highest elevation. It's only like 9,000 feet, and in comparison where we were at yesterday, if you saw that at Emerald Lake, was like over 10,000 feet. But I mean, I'll take it.
It's almost 9.5. It was 94 or something. And that one yesterday was 10, just right at 10.
Yeah, it's beautiful views the whole way up. I bet this lake is like a sheet of glass, basically.
Yeah.
In the summertime. It's probably so clear and beautiful. So I think it's worth it any time of year, really.
I believe you're correct.
All right, well, let's head down. Let's head back down, and then we'll go get some supper and enjoy our last night here, honey.
But we'll be back.
we'll come back. Hang on. No. Honey, there's a soft spot there.
Looks like you had me go first.
Oh my gosh. And just like that, babe, we're out of the woods, and then the snow goes away.
Out of the shade.
This should be pretty easy going here on out. We made it. We're done. I think that was our last hike of this trip, babe. What did you think?
Beautiful trip. Beautiful hike.
Totally worth it. Definitely 10 out of 10 for this hike. Anyway, so we got to return our rentals.
And 3 spikes.
Go get dinner before everything closes down, because everything closes around here at 8. I think they do that on purpose, though. We decided so that they don't draw in the party crowd, because that's not the kind of people that they really want here. They want more like the outdoorsy people that appreciate the beauty.
The peace and quiet and the early rising to see the sunsets and
Yep.
sunrises.
All right, well, we're going to return our rentals. We'll show you what we got for dinner, and that's probably going to be it for today.
We'll find something to do tomorrow, I'm sure, before we have to get on the plane.
Yep. All right, we'll see you in just a bit.
A little bit.
Honey,
There's a moose down there.
there's a moose down there. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. Oh my god.
Here we are looking for big fucking horned sheep, and we found a moose. That's better than a sheep any day.
Oh my god.
All right, now our trip's the best trip ever.
Oh my gosh, I can't. Oh my gosh. I can't even explain why it's so emotional to see one of these creatures in the wild, but it just really was. It was something that Mark and I both really wanted to be able to see while we were there, but neither one of us really expected to. So it was just such a big surprise. It was so beautiful to see him. There she goes, off into the sunset.
In all her glory.
In all her glory. I just cannot believe that we saw a freaking moose. How amazing. I literally almost cried. That is going to be it for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and give it a thumbs up if you did. That helps my channel out and I appreciate it so much. Subscribe if you want to see more, and come back tomorrow for our final day in Colorado. We were so sad to leave, but happy to get home to the kids as well. We'll see you again next time, and I hope that you have an amazing day. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.